Today is R18 day. We are going to go through a little bit of fun and setup. I want to emphasize fun, and we're going to get into more details about why this was specifically designed in the way that it was, not just to look different, but there's definite specific design features that would benefit the hunter. And that's exactly what this R18 is. It's a close quarter compact killer. But with that said, we're here to shoot this thing. So the Ravin R18 comes out of the box ready to go. You do need to mount your reflex red dot sight. This is one of the specific offerings R18 has on this. Cool thing about the reflex sight is eye relief doesn't really matter. So in terms of mounting this on this short Picatinny rail right here, you don't have to worry about eye relief, just set it up to where it's comfortable. There are 3 red dots on this reflex sight. There's a couple of buttons on the side. The up button, hold it down for a second, it turns it on. Once it's on, you'll be able to toggle between up and down for brightness setting. To turn it off, push the down button, hold it for a couple of seconds, and it turns off. Now, Ravin designed the red dot in this specifically, those 3 apertures, you'll see them stacked right on top of each other for 20, 30, and 40 yards. So per the directions, we're gonna sight it in at 20. So once you sight it in at 20, the second one at 30 should be dead on, and the third one for 40 yards should be dead on. We're gonna see what that does today. All right, per instructions, because we love following instructions, we're at 20 yards. We're gonna take a first shot with the R18. So there's some similarities with the R18 in terms of the design. Ravin calls the trigger box, which is what I've been referring it to, but the TTFS. I mean, sometimes, at least even for me, you can actually see on this R18 really well, there's a receiving spot on the front of this trigger box where it's almost like a funnel that's gonna receive the Ravin specific knocks. Again, don't use other knocks. In fact, you can't, but hey, people try some crazy stuff, so there you go. Slide this arrow forward, stick it in that funnel right there. We're good to go. First shot at 20 yards, put it on fire. We got a 4-pound trigger. Wow, okay. Well, that was easy enough. Let's go check that out. Looks like my elevation is pretty good. I would say a shade low for splitting hairs, and I'm about, I would say 8 o'clock in the spot. So we're gonna make a quick adjustment right there. And what we're trying to do with the R18 is the same thing. We're trying to lose arrows, clearly. I need a hip quiver. But we're trying to take the point of impact and we're gonna make that align with our point of aim. There's adjustments on this red dot scope. All you need is a little screwdriver, little tiny flathead, and a tiny Phillips to unlock the back here. And we'll show you what that looks like. I don't have a big adjustment to make here, but again, what we're trying to do is take that point of impact and make that align with our point of aim. So I was a little left, and a little tip, you can actually put your dot, which I'm gonna do here, and you put it on where you were aiming, and then you can move. In this case, I'm gonna move my windage to move while I'm holding this steady on my spot. I'm gonna move my windage and I can see the dot travel over to where it impacted. So in essence, you're kind of doing a little auto correct there. I've got my right and my left, and I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna hold that, then move it just a shade. Whew. All right, let's give that a try. Second shot. They're always on safe when you cock them back. This anti-dry fire mechanism is awesome. All right, so we made a slight adjustment. I was 8 o'clock in the spot. I moved my red dot over to match the point of impact to the point of aim. Oh, this is like cheating. This is awesome. I mean, I made just a minor adjustment. That minor might have been a little bit too much because now I'm in the 3 o'clock position, but I'm a little deeper in the spot. But come on, I'm on a bag. There's a little bit of wobble. You can see that it took me a second or two to press the trigger, but that's pretty awesome. I want to jump right out to 30 yards. Just set it on a sandbag on this table over here, and we'll see the math that the engineers did on Ravin for these 3 dots. And according to this, I'm spot on at 20. So as I go back to 30 and 40 yards, this is range technology right here. We should be able to hit the spot just the same. So let's get set up for a 30 and a 40. I got a bag back here, and the geometry of the stock actually acts like a bag rider. Yeah, that makes it really nice. Let's see, second dot, 30 yards. I think I hit in the spot. Gosh, I had shaft width of my point of impact at 20 in terms of windage goes. So I'm gonna do a slight bump here at 30 on my windage, and then we'll go to 40. That's the spot. All right, let's take a shot at 40. Wow, they did do their math good. You know, as I said, those reflex dots are fixed to the speed of the R18, 330 foot a second. That's awesome. My left and right is perfect. I was wobbling a bit, but you know what? That's pretty awesome. I mean, we're in the spot, not the X, but man, we'll take that action. One of the things with the R18 is its platform. It's so small. This is the shortest crossbow that Ravin has made. 25 inches lengthwise. For all you mathematicians, that's 1 inch over 2 feet. This stock can actually be taken down via this lever right here. And I believe once that's off, it's 18 inches. So if you want to travel or anything else, this thing is super compact. And then of course, the big thing is the width. And again, as I mentioned before, most crossbows, compound bows, they're measured from axle to axle. And that's because the limbs are, you know, moving in a horizontal plane, where the R18 stays fixed at 4 3/4 inches because the limbs just move in a vertical plane. So the compactness is, you know, really, really awesome. Where I see this bow really shining is when you're in a tree stand, ground blind. If you are shooting beside something, again, you're not having to worry about the limbs going this direction. It's all in a vertical plane, so you can get in real tight places. I think people, small stature, whether that's youth or whatever, this is gonna be super good. The reason I say that is this power stroke, it's super short, 13 inches. So one of the observations I've made between shooting this and my R500 is how much quicker I can go from shot to shot on this crossbow. Several inches shorter in power stroke, so you're obviously not doing as many cranks, that's time. It's super maneuverable. I'm able to hold this even on, you know, in a safe position on the bench, on a sandbag pointing down. Everything is just right there. So shot to shot to shot is a lot quicker. So it's a lot of fun from that aspect. One other thing that we definitely need to point out with this is that you're looking at something that's shooting a 350 grain arrow at 330 foot a second. Now 330 foot a second compared to R500 at 500, yeah, do the math. This, the R500 is faster. That's 85 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. That's significant. You know, you need 80 foot-pounds, I believe, for, you know, Cape Buffalo. Not that you would shoot this for Cape Buffalo, using that as a reference for the amount of kinetic energy that this produces. It'll kill anything in North America. So I'm pretty excited to have the opportunity just to shoot this, but it's an amazing piece of equipment.